Good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for June 13th, 2025. Big card on tap today with a full 15 games in Major League Baseball, along with the NBA Finals and 2 WNBA games on the slate. A couple CFL games if you're interested in that as well. I'm Dana Lane. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. Before we get to your free play, let's get to a few notes. And, of course, we'd like to update all access numbers for the entire year. We'll start that off. Right now, we're at 2,129 units of profit since the start of 2025. So if you become an all-access member at the start of the year, you're probably pretty happy right now. If you're not and you haven't, please make sure that you get on board. There's plenty of year left, so make sure you jump on one of the packages. We have something there for everyone. We'll talk about that in a second. NFL camps start up in about 5 weeks or so. I think Seattle starts their camp first. This is the time, guys. This is the time to start building football bankroll. Don't wait until the Hall of Fame game kicks off. Build football bankroll now. It is absolutely the perfect time to do so, rather than starting to build your bankroll on a preseason. And people do this all the time. I've seen this 1,000 times, where you're trying to build bankroll on a preseason with players that, let's face it, by the time we get to the second quarter, especially early on, or really even the first quarter in the first week of the preseason, but really when we get to the second and third quarter, you haven't heard of these players, and you will never hear from them again. So build your bankroll now with Major League Baseball, WNBA, NHL, NBA Finals. These are teams that you guys know. So get involved right now. Let's build that bankroll for the 2025 NFL and college football seasons. Of course, my annual all-access pass is always loaded up at Pickdawgz.com. You can get every play I release from now to this time next year for just $4.11 a day. With the NBA Finals back tonight, let's update everyone on where we stand in the postseason after 3 games of the NBA Finals. Now, the postseason of the NBA has been absolutely fire for us. 35-19, 65% winners, good for 1,414 units of profit. That's backed by a 17-5 run on NBA sides and a modest 12-8 run on NBA totals. Over the last 30 days, customers have enjoyed 57% winners. Let's get more tonight in Game 4. I also had 3 plays in Major League Baseball, maybe 3 plays for sure. Maybe 4 plays in Major League Baseball. We'll look to add to a really nice run on MLB totals. We're now at 11-4 over our last 15 selections, 634 units of profit. So join me tonight. Let's get started. Plenty of reasons and plenty of ways to get on board. Let's get to your free play for Friday. Another free winner last night. Relatively easy, I guess. Well, not relatively easy. It easily went under the total. I was thinking the other night when we barely got that under with the Giants and the Rockies. But yesterday, after a little bit of a rain delay, the Yankees and the Royals finally cashed a winner for us. Today's game comes from rotation number 929, 930. Tampa Bay Rays, New York Mets, Taj Bradley, 4-5, 4.58 ERA, gets the ball for the Rays against Clay Holmes, 7-3, 2.95 ERA for the Mets. Mets opened up $1.66 consensus favorite. That's barely moved. We're looking at a consensus number now of 167. They are getting 95% of the early money, but there is some pushback from sharp money, which is causing the unwillingness to move this number. I do see the Mets at $1.60 here in town, so there are better numbers out there if you want to shop. The total of 8 under -15 has not budged. It looks like professional money likes the under in Vegas, but overall money is flowing in on the over. First pitch 7:10 Eastern Time, 4:10 Pacific, and I know the Mets offense has had the luxury of facing the Washington Nationals and the Colorado Rockies, but their offensive surge dates before that, and that includes a 4-game series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And New York has not scored less than 4 runs in a game since May 27th. In that span, They have averaged 5.73 runs per game and 5.63 at Citi Field. That offense will face Taj Bradley, who brings in a less than impressive ERA to the start. He was just blasted by the Miami Marlins. 7 earned runs over 3 innings, and Tampa Bay's 11-10 loss to Miami. Now, the heart of the Mets lineup waking up a little bit. Pete Alonso just had an 8-game hitting streak snapped, and it wasn't like he was on fire. He was, 1 for 4 here. He had 2 hits here recently, but getting there. Get to that point where the combination of Pete Alonso and Juan Soto they need to be on fire for this Mets team to really make a push into the upper elite class. Now, we do see Juan Soto kind of coming out of his slump, 8 for his last 14, 2 homers. So hopefully the combination of those 2 guys in the middle of the Mets lineup will be enough to really put us in a position to cash this ticket. The total's being kept down, of course, because of Clay Holmes, but even Holmes has shown some vulnerability against some of the league's poorest lineups. We saw it against the Rockies. Now, the numbers themselves against the Rockies were not bad. Just gave up 3 hits, but he did give up a couple home runs in that game. The line against the Pittsburgh Pirates, or in addition to, was a little bit worse. So there was been some cracks, some vulnerabilities, and we don't need him to be horrible in this game to push this over, because I think the Mets will do the majority of the heavy lifting. But we are going to go over the total of 8, which I think is a very generous number, and that's going to be your free play for Friday. Now, everybody, go to pickdawgz.com, hit that link below, get involved. All my individual plays and all my long-term all-access passes are up there as we speak, including that annual all-access pass where you get every play I release for just $4.11 a day. I will have top plays today in the NBA. Matter of fact, NBA side and total has been up there for a couple days. Absolutely on fire in the association. Major League Baseball will be up there as well. And, of course, NHL will be up there soon. Not quite ready to pull the trigger on side and total on that one. WNBA is up there as well. I can't thank you enough for joining me. Hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We're really close on Pick Dawgz, getting to an incredible plateau with followers and subscribers. So make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button as well. For Against the Public, I am Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Friday.